so far. Ma Long only 34.
One lock.
A little bit of disappointment there from Xu Xin as he misconnects, has the time on this ball. We've seen a variety of stoppages where Ma Long has played it fast and deep into the backhand side. Xu Xin hasn't been able to get around. Ooh.
Lob two.
Surprise shot, Xu Xin playing it to the forehand and Ma Long chasing it down to save it. Steps around this time, plays it to the backhand, the short side of the table. Again, the riskier shot here. The amount of twist from the core of Xu Xin to turn the corner and play it to that side.
7-1.
But once again, that forehand flip deep into the backhand. It's been quite successful for Ma Long. This game feels like it just started, yet 8 points have already been played. There it is.
7-2.
When he gets the time, it's very whip-like and fast. The receive game in game 1 and also in game 4 for Xu Xin, but especially in game 1, set up so many fourth ball attacks. Once again, but the flip wasn't dangerous enough, and Ma Long has the chance to take the reins. Ma Long wasn't fooled. I think Xu Xin was hoping Ma Long would look a little bit more toward the backhand, and then Xu Xin would open up with the wrist and play it wide to the forehand. Much like in basketball, watching the waist of the player before leaving your feet to try and block a shot. Similarly, Ma Long doesn't make the move to the backhand side. He waits patiently in the middle of the table until he's convinced he knows where it's going. So a ball switch once again. Just gonna hit a few there with it to make sure everything sounds fine, no cracks in it. This is the most we've seen in a row from Xu Xin in this match. 2 spinny backhands, then he puts on the power, and Ma Long blocks them all back comfortably. With Xu Xin that far behind the table, he doesn't have too many choices as far as angles go. It's going to be difficult to surprise Ma Long.
10-2.
The forehand tomahawk chop attempt from Xu Xin. It's 8 game points for Ma Long to get a 3-2 lead.
10-3.
Very unusual point. Not the way Xu Xin would have scripted it. Although, of course, the ending, yes. 1 game point saved. Looks like Ma Long is getting a little bit anxious. I think if he loses another point here, we might see a timeout. Who knows, maybe that's more of a 10-7 situation. But he looks a little bit flustered, backhand to backhand. He doesn't lose those rallies often at all. Oh, and Xu Xin, again that forehand flip, but he goes dangerously down the line, leaving open his backhand side of the table. This one's much deeper, and it surprises Ma Long. In this rally, and as soon as the forehand comes into play, he turns, and Ma Long wisely plays it back out to the open court right off the bounce. Best point of the game is game point in that last one, and Ma Long steps out to a 3-2 lead over Xu Xin to get revenge from last year's Japan Open. Stick around to see if it happens. Ma Long and Xu Xin, Game 6 coming up right after this. than forehands. He made all of his shots, but Ma Long just too clever with the placement as Xu Xin turned and tried to get that forehand into play. This is the risk of being too one-sided at this level.
Lob 1.
Excellent turn early.
1 all.
When I say early, obviously not too early, because Ma Long would play this out right at the point of contact. It's a quick move, so I say a quick jump on it. Good reaction time to turn.
Two, 1.
Once again, Ma Long with the parallel shot for the winner.
Two.
Heavy push there leaves Ma Long questioning himself, a little bit of self-coaching. Again, you don't hear Ma Long talking to himself on the court very often. Heavy rotation on that push. Oh, burned, he turns early.
2, 3.
Ma Long recognizes quickly, sees the opening. You can start to see your opponent, and as he's moving, just a little bit too early. I think Ma Long also anticipates that Xu Xin is going to turn. Players warned to play. It's natural as the points get more and more important that they want to take their time and plan out their serves. Once again, that open forehand side. You have to wonder if this is Xu Xin being a little bit shy to use his backhand after losing last game, and that last ball is just too strong. Just a trail of light as that ball bends inside out from Ma Long. So this is a little safer, and while safe can be dangerous, as weird as that sounds, Xu Xin plays the backhand to keep his positioning middle of the table here and keep the pressure on for Ma Long if he tries to go wide to the forehand. If Ma Long goes wide to the forehand while Xu Xin's in the middle of the table, the next ball is going to be very difficult for Ma Long to deal with. Oh, he's done this before.
4.
We've seen Xu Xin come around the corner of the table and go for broke. I think last year when he played Ma Long, he did this on several occasions. Deep in the game, in Game 7. Look at the wrist, how tucked it is from over the table. This is almost somewhere between a Chiquita and a ballroom.
Let 4 all.
Just to demonstrate how well they know the spin, Xu Xin catches a hooking side spin receive right off the bounce with his hand. Oh, he doesn't get back!
4, 5.
Beautiful flip. I think he thought the point was over. Ma Long with the block here, the counter. Look, one more time, that's wide. Xu Xin just has to come in so far, and that's going to be a very difficult ball to reach. He's still coming down on the side of the table, and Ma Long plays it out to the forehand side. Cloud Walker or not, that's a very difficult ball to reach.
Six, 4.
Backhand counter does not come down. It's Ma Long stepping ahead by 2 points once again. Winning 67. side of the table.
4.
Outstanding touch early in the point. You could hear the crowd start to ooh and ah.
Timeout.
Touch shot. Leaves Xu Xin on the side of the table. And again, top edge of the racket. Ma Long still coming back. Just a beautiful drop shot. Not easy to do, but this is a decent option for a guy who's just finished a long stroke, and it puts Xu Xin into the timeout. Very different body language from the two of them at first. Now a lot more similars. They're both drinking their water, thinking about what it's going to take. Xu Xin looking so cool. Again, that's his thing. He's not afraid. Rarely plays afraid. We've seen him come back against Lin Gaoyuan at the World Championships down 5 match points from 5-10 in Game 7 to win the match. We saw him do it against Junmi Zutani with 6 match points against him from 4-10, and Xu Xin wins 8 in a row at the Kuwait Open. It was last year. So under pressure, Xu Xin has shown on many occasions that he's never out of it. At the same time, Junmi Zutani against Xu Xin at the Olympic Games. Xu Xin was up 10-7 in Game 5 in a best of 5, and Junmi Zutani got the best of him. 5 points in a row. There was the temporary shake hands grip. Back from the timeout. 3 points down, Xu Xin on the receive.
4-8.
Ma Long continues to run away. 3 points in a row from 5-4. Second towel break of the game. Again, Xu Xin with the best record against Ma Long of anybody in the world on the World Tour in the last 2 years.
4-9.
So Ma Long looking to recover that. Looking quite good right now. He's going to have to stay focused, though. 2 points left. Xu Xin dangerous even when he's down. This one goes wild. Tries a new serve. Shovel serve comes too long. A little bit lackluster on the backhand side when he goes for the counter. 6 match points for Ma Long. Spinny backhand to stay in it. The soft receive wasn't so quick off the bounce that I was almost wondering if Xu Xin was going exhibition. But no question about it at this point. He's going to fight every point, try to win it here. Is he? Is this an exhibition? Skylob does not curve back on the table, and what a way to finish. Ma Long takes this point with the counter, or the attacks off the lobs, and Xu Xin forced into submission. 11 points to 5, 4 games to 2, and from the start of this match, it was looking like Xu Xin had a decent chance to repeat last year's performance, but Captain Long is the captain once again. Moves on to the men's singles final, looking for a chance to take his first ever Japan Open title to add to his huge collection and chase Vladimir Samsonov for the all-time high of World Tour titles. Ma Long continues on. You'll have a chance to see him later today. There's the score, 4-2, winning the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th. Ma Long in control. Stick around. Coming up next is the home crowd favorite Junmi Zutani versus world number 2 Fan Zhendong. You're watching the 2017 Lion Japan Open.